Hello, my name is Esmeralda Gonzalez, and I will be presenting my myth speech. So, we have all heard about the wonderful bedtime story called Goldilocks and the Three Bears. Goldilocks is a little blonde, young little girl that decides to wander out in the forest. She stumbles with a little house in which a family of three bears live at. She proceeds to knock and she sees that no one answers. When she opens the door, she goes in and she sees a dining table with three plates lined up. There's a big plate, a medium plate, and a small plate. She decides to eat the plate in which is the warmest. She eats the one that is ready to eat and is right for her fit. She ends up eating all the food and is very full. She ends up being really tired. She decides to step into the living room and she sees that there is a big chair, a medium chair, and a small chair. She thinks she fits in the small chair, so she sits in the small chair and ends up breaking it. After she broke it, she was really tired still, so she decided to go into the bedroom. She again saw the size of the bed and she proceeded to lay in the small bed. While she was sleeping, the angry bears came back from their walk. They were very angry to see that their house was a mess, because their house was never a mess when they left. They then seen Goldilocks laying in the bed. When she heard them, she jumped up with fear and she was very surprised. She then proceeds to run as fast as she can. So Goldilocks is a very meaningful story to anyone, no matter the age. So, because it can touch someone's mindset and someone's heart. So the meaning behind Goldilocks is that the author wants to give a lesson to his audience to be respectful and not to be selfish. So this story is introduced to us in grade school, which is very meaningful because they want us to show respect and not be selfish throughout our years in which we are developing, which then can be meaningful to us when we're adults. We still think about that little stuff that we learned in this story. Not to invade people's space, not to be selfish, always be respectful to anyone you meet, no matter the age, no matter nothing, no matter the skin color, nothing. So, the problems in the story that Goldilocks made, she invaded someone's space. She went in after no one answered. You shouldn't go into a house that no one answers. She goes in, she eats the food, she goes to the living room, breaks their furniture, and then doesn't think about that. She thinks about herself, how she's really tired. She wants to go sit down or go lay down. She proceeds to go lay down, and after that, she hears the bears and runs out instead of saying, I'm sorry, what I did, So the author introduces this book to small children because the small children tend to make these mistakes because they're growing. They don't know what is the right thing and what is the bad thing, So obviously a book always has a purpose. They always know which audience to go for, and they always know that it can hit anyone, no matter the age. It can be meaningful to anyone, an adult, a child, a baby, anyone, because it has its meaning behind it. So the bedtime story Goldilocks can be very meaningful to anyone, no matter the age, because it has a lesson behind it and it has a purpose behind it for us to learn about how to be respectful and not to be selfish within each other. So yeah, that was my speech and I hope you guys enjoyed it.